that way.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. We're live.
Yo, what's up, party people?
We're live.
Awesome. Good afternoon. It's your boy, JB, co-founder of Acting for Dancers. We're here doing a webinar, answering questions. Today, we're talking about the mind-body connection in a continuation from last week's session. So if you remember from last week, I had the peanut, or what do we call it?
Kidney beans.
The kidney bean! So we've got the kidney bean that represents the mind, and then we have the body. Now, does anybody remember some of the elements that we talked about yesterday that facilitates the connection between the mind and the body? Any comments on Instagram? Facebook? Not yet. Okay, no comments on it. Okay, great. So we talked about focus. We talked about concentration. And we talked about inner life. What happens for a lot of dancers, is we don't train for the mind-body connection. So we train for the body, right? We train for the movement, but what happens is the audience feels something. The metaphysics of human bodies and how we connect with one another is through energy, okay? And that energy is created and dissipated out of the body from the mind-body connection. So if you want the audience to feel something, to experience something, you have to engage your mind and to connect that with the body, connect that with the movement. So in order to do that, right, what we talked about last week is the foundation to just priming the instrument to be able to connect is your level of focus, okay? Oh, sorry, I forgot a step. Relaxation. Relaxation. Yes, that says relaxation. The connection will not happen if there is tension in the body, okay? It's just like a musical instrument. It's just like your voice. If the strings of a guitar or a cello cannot vibrate together and allow air to pass through, sound will not be created. I use that analogy in the classroom, in the workshops with all of you guys. You love that, right? You know, we don't want to be like that. We don't want to go there, right? We want our performance to be free and open. We want the energy to dissipate from our body, okay? So, in order to do that, we must be relaxed. So in your process, build in relaxation. In later webinars, we can talk about what to do to become relaxed, okay? Next, focus and concentration. So once we're relaxed, once our instrument is open, okay, the thoughts, the images, the moments can begin to flow through our body. All right? Then, from there, it begins, we really need chi level, zen level focus and concentration, okay? You know, in the Acting for Dancers book, I open, in the first chapter, we talk about the athlete, right? And my mother-in-law is a professional golfer, and we talk about when she's approaching the putt, right? The ball, she sees and envisions the ball dropping into the hole before she hits the stroke, okay? It's a little bit, it's not exactly that here when we're applying it to our dance artistry in a sense, but it's the same thing in regards to the level of focus and concentration. Our minds must be clear, one thought coming through at a time, right? And in order to have that one thought process, you must be focused and concentrated, right? We can't be thinking about, oh man, as soon as I finish my solo, I'm gonna go grab a burger. Or like, I wonder what my mom is getting ready to say right now while you're doing your time doing work. Anyway, I digress, I apologize. Does that make sense? Great. And then the third thing is we talked about the inner life, okay? So this mind-body connection, allowing the audience to feel something. We don't necessarily know what emotion that is, what feeling that is, but just something, the dissipating the energy out of our body, okay? It starts with our level of relaxation, focus on our concentration, and then once those two things are there, we begin to put thoughts, place thoughts into our mind, okay? And that's when the advanced work begins. But that's when you as an artist get to begin to cook, right? You begin to build, right? Because then you now take certain thoughts and you enter it into your body, okay? Does that make sense? So, yeah. Has that been 15 minutes?
Not even close.
So do I have any questions about that? Yeah.
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay. So I just want to talk a little bit. I just want to read the opening to the Acting for Dancers book, and then we can get back into this, and we'll dive a little deeper into the mind-body connection, or revisit some things that we talked about last week as well. So a child's imagination is vivid, sharp, and powerful. Okay, the tools that we explore in the Acting for Dancers method will ignite the imaginative fire, connecting it to the dancer's instrument and the choreographer's movement to make powerful, beautiful, full, and purposeful, engaged dancing, or what we call dance storytelling. Equipping the next generation of dance artists with the tools for their artistic development, we are delighted to help all dancers, from young students to aspiring professionals become the future educated or proficient theater collaborators who will be the choreographer's first choice. Dancing is more fun when your imagination is engaged and when you feel connected to a specific story, purpose, or circumstance, and when you've rehearsed and learned the movement well enough to let it all go, and when you feel free to just have fun and to dance. Your insecurities about the moves, your body, or what viewers are thinking all fall away as you explore the character and take a journey utilizing your very own powerful imagination. Okay? Acting for Dancers is a combination of technical methods, techniques, methods, and games based on the majority of my learning during theater and from artists including Moni and Mina Yakin, Frank Dio, Jane Nichols, Richard Feldman, and Carolyn Sorota, and many, many, many more. Okay? Okay, so let's get back into this. So, this is the beautiful thing about the mind-body connection, okay? And I'm going to draw this again, but I'm just going to draw it a little smaller so that I have more space. What we're looking for from great art is authenticity. Okay, it's real. We want it to be believable. Okay, and what we have to fight is the need to do, is the need to fake it, is the need to manufacture. Okay? By developing a sense of process, by utilizing the mind-body connection, by utilizing relaxation, focus and concentration in the inner life, you don't have to fake it. You actually are putting in thoughts into your mind, and what happens is your body doesn't know the difference between a real thought or the thought that you put into your body or into your mind. And that's the beautiful thing about great artistry and about great actors and great dance storytellers. Okay? So what happens here is, let's say that you say to your mind, you put in your mind the thought that a little birdie, I am the worst, I cannot draw at all. But say a little birdie, okay, this looks more like a dragon, which is fine. Let's say you put in your thought that a little dragon is spewing fire at you, okay? You put that thought in your mind. You put maybe 5 thoughts associated with that from different perspectives in your mind. If you focus and you concentrate and put those thoughts in, your body doesn't know that it's not necessarily real here. Because the only reality that exists is in your mind. Now, if you were in front of an audience, okay, and you put that energy, you put those thoughts into your body, the audience is going to feel the energy and the experience of a man or a woman getting fire spewed out of them. They're going to feel that. Those are the metaphysics behind the human body, right? When your mom yells your name from the kitchen and you're like, oh my goodness, she knows I ate the cookie, but she didn't say anything about the cookie, right? That's what we're talking about, the metaphysical level, right? Energy, the mind-body connection. But listen, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'll see you next week. Please send questions that you have specifically about this. Send questions in about different struggles that you're having within one of the parts. You know, are you having trouble because you don't understand how to relax? Are you having trouble because you don't know how to begin to build the inner life? You have focus and concentration levels. You just can't focus, you know? Send in those questions. We'll dig deeper. And yeah, I'm Jay, Acting for Dancers. Super, super excited to have you. Annika, thanks so much. Sarah, thanks so much. And we'll see you guys next week or the week after?
The week after.
And we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Send in your questions. Peace. Oh, I wanted to say something. Oh my God. I want to say one thing. Great performance is found on the edge of the unknown.
One more time.
Great performance